Hey guys, how's it going? So, another week, another mobile suit, and we already know what this one is. It's the Sinanju. So, does it live up to the hype? Now, I had to go look at the stats of both the rebawoo and this. So we'll compare both of those and see what is there. By the way, real quick, I guess, report function, cool, they're suspending people. There you go. But let's go ahead and watch the video here as I pull up stuff, or actually get both of them pulled up side by side. Hopefully that doesn't break. That would be a little awkward. But let's see, what do we got? Okay, here we go. So as you can see there, it has, I think it showed the grenade. We did look at it with the special update, but it might not have showed the bazooka. So it does have a bazooka, the beam rifle, and a grenade launcher on the beam rifle. So 3 instant stuns that it can use. The 3 melee weapons we definitely saw, which is really cool. And the shield and Vulcans. There we go. That's the other weapons it has. Okay, cool. So the shield's just the shield. Pretty good. 6,000 HP. Vulcans seem to be decent at stunning, but pretty slow to shoot. Kind of meh, but pretty decent. Maybe close to the new Gundam. So I'm still not sold on that, but yeah, maybe they are kind of close to that. Either way, they look like they do okay enough damage to finish something at the very least. So the big thing with this compared to the rebawoo, which is, you know, a big deal because the rebawoo was insane. So how does this compare? Rebawoo, right? We have the is it grenade, because it's literally using the rifle, right? So it has the grenade, which also stuns. It has the little leg lasers. It has the quick stunning Vulcan lasers, essentially. I would say those stun faster. The potential for build-up stun is better, I'd say, with that suit. Overall, though, 3 stuns. Build-up stun is a little bit better, but this has another melee. So yeah. Also, health-wise, I mean, rebawoo has 19,000 health, 24, 24, 24 for resist. This has 19,000 health. Sorry, going back and forth. 24, 24, 30. I do think this has better buffers, but overall, not that much better. And the thing is, I'm talking about the 650 version of the rebawoo. So only 6 more melee defense, and that's it, being at 700, which is literally just the stat boost from the 650 to the 600, essentially. But I'm assuming with the rebawoo, it's 2 to each. So, given that you're 4 off on the 700 rebawoo, which actually we don't have yet, I don't think. We haven't gotten a level 2 yet. But when we do, yeah. Not too far off of these stats. 31 range strength, 39 melee, 140 movement speed, 230 top speed. Go ahead and look at the rebawoo. Mainly what I'm saying is if you have the rebawoo and you happen not to have the tokens to spin, I don't think you're missing too much. 130 movement speed, 220 top speed. They both have the same skill where they gain boost. I believe this one actually has more though. From what I recall when I was looking at it, it was 50% to 60% and 10% to 15, or sorry, 10 to 15 for the movement speed bonus, or the high speed movement bonus. I will double check that real quick, but the 10 and the 50% is on the rebawoo, and 25 and 41, or sorry, 40 for the range and melee modifiers, 75 thruster gauge, with the overall, let's see, thrusters and stuff, 85 on the Sinanju, which this thing can boost for days. So it has other layers that maybe giving it more health might be kind of awkward. Also, I think the buffers are better. So let's go ahead and hop into the skills. Part slots, we have 20, 19, and 12. So yeah, skills. We have Leg Shock Absorber 4, Emergency evasion 2, so 2 dodge rolls. Pretty big deal. Then we have, considering the melee capability of this thing, pretty big deal considering the not as much melee the melee capability and not as many dodge rolls and defensive layers on something like the Sazabi, which is what I think most people are going to kind of look at when comparing it. I mean, the obvious one to compare with recent releases is the rebawoo, but as far as 700 suits and being 4 stars, that's the kind of baseline we're looking at. It does have maneuver armor. It has Force Injector 4, giving this thing a crazy amount of thrust because of the bonus from Force Injector. Melee combo 1, so you get 2 hits. We also have Flexible Thruster, which is the thing where you gain the boost, and that is, looks like level 2. And so yeah, 15 for high speed and 60% for when you're using Force Injector. Then we have, let's see, high speed while shooting, or mobile shooting. It's going to be the touchpad, you turn it on, and you can use the beam rifle while shooting. Pretty cool. iframe, or Psycho Frame F version, giving it more mobility, as well as the prevent stun thing. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, what else does it have? 2 priority. Overall, though, pretty good damage coming from most of its melee stuff. 3,000 on the shield, like axe thing. That's pretty nice. 2,900 on the Naginata, and 2,800 on the Beam Saber. So you can combo in whatever ways you can get done. You've got 3 melees you can do. Really awesome to combo with. You got 3 instant stuns and an okay Vulcan build-up stun. And you can stun people with your beam rifle on the move. I think this is going to be something you're going to either pop and try to shoot while running away, because if they're trying to shoot you while you're running, you can stun them. They can't stun you because you have maneuver armor. On the other side of that, you can boost at them. They can't stun you and you can stun them, which is huge, making this thing insanely terrifying for anything. So yeah. Now, its main enemy probably being the Kshatriya right now. Don't hit the binders so you can actually stun the Kshatriya. If you just shoot if you boost and kind of shoot at the feet, easy stun trade, and then you can melee getting tons of damage on the Kshatriya. Is going to be your main combo here. Now, let's compare that a little bit with the rebawoo, just so I don't forget. And the rebawoo having, here we go, found it. Let's see, it has the Flexible Thruster 1. It does have maneuver armor as well. Force Injector 2. 1 dodge roll. And yeah, so overall, I would say this is better, assuming that you don't get too much more health. The defensive layers for having a double dodge roll, I would say outweighs, even if it has 1,000 health over it, definitely outweigh that. Part slots, you definitely have pretty much same part slots roughly. You're probably going to be able to get a bit more melee defense on it, but I'm assuming with you can easily max out your thruster, so you can get melee on it pretty easily. So overall, get some beam defense, melee defense, pretty easy to get with these kind of part slots on it compared to, say, the rebawoo. I know a lot of people that already use it at 700, and because really the rebawoo is insane for a 650 suit. Also having the cushions being level 1. So if you don't feel as tanky in the rebawoo, that's going to be the other thing. This thing not only has the same health, but it also has level 3 cushions, and maybe one's level 2. Is one level 2, or are they both level 3? Okay, yeah. The special back add-on buffer is level 3 compared to a level 2 one on the rebawoo. So overall, definitely tankier when getting hit on its buffer parts, and pretty much having 2 dodge rolls with that much thruster consumption being almost none. You can easily dodge roll, boost around afterward. That is pretty insane, just saying. Okay, so yeah, probably should have had this looping. Oh well, we sat on that black screen for a little bit, but yeah, that is everything for the suit. I think overall, oh, here we go. HP falls below 30%. I know that value. Okay, lock-on timer is extended as well. Not the craziest thing because most lock-on times are pretty quick at this point, but there are a few suits that this is going to affect when going against them. Other than that, though, yeah, that's pretty much it. Sinanju, do I think it's a 700? Yes. Do I think it's better than what we've got? I think so. Having 3 instant stuns as well as having 3 melees is insane. Now, the ability to not build up stun is definitely going to hurt it when it comes to fighting, say, something like a raid, but I am curious if you do the bazooka and then do some Vulcans, can you then stun the raid? Because what you can do is take advantage of the raid skill, maneuver armor, at which point you can go ahead and shoot the bazooka, then swap boost, and then shoot it. Or do we have enough build-up stun from, say, the beam rifle or the grenade as well to combo in there some way to then actually stun a raid very easily? That's going to be the big question. Other than that, I mean, we do have some big targets, so if they're not doing stuff and you're just so happen to shoot at them, you can definitely stun some raids and then go to melee town on them pretty easily. But I don't think that's the biggest problem with this suit, because it's also going to be insanely tanky against raids. The buffer isn't going to really help if an EZZ does a heavy attack, so there's that. Overall, though, I think this suit is absolutely insane. Probably the best general we have out now. Now, I mean, the bar is high for every 4-star general that we have, but probably the best one overall, just for sheer easiness of just stunning and then meleeing. Your basic combo is definitely here with it. Now, it's a little more complex because you can combo multiple stuns with multiple melees, but yeah. Now, as far as build-up stun, the new is still going to be king. I can see maybe 2 news and this, or this and 2 news for a 3 general kind of setup. Maybe 2 for 2 for a 4 general setup. But overall, this suit is insane. I'm really curious to see if it can kind of overtake some of the new and moon players. But, I mean, honestly, I think it can. I think this thing is completely disgusting. With that maneuver armor and double dodge roll, there's not much that can compete with this. Yeah, it's insane. Moving on, though, we got a lot to cover in the buffs and nerfs too. So there's my thoughts on the Sinanju so far. Gonna be playing against it more on stream, and we'll see what it is. So far, nothing too crazy, but I'm guessing it's just people learning to aim and shoot while moving. I think when that gets mastered, it's going to be completely disgusting to pop that skill and get a couple of kills. It actually has a decent duration too, like 45 seconds-ish, maybe a little more. But when I was looking up a video, I saw like 30-some seconds, so it's at least 40. But anyway, moving on, we have the normal suit for full frontal. There you go. Then we have the rebawoo, Palace Athene, and full armor 7th coming at level 4. That gives us a level 4 Palace Athene, which could be kind of interesting, depending on the scaling. Especially, maybe it could use the range part that we just got that, like, almost no supports really can take advantage of. But anyway. Moving on, though, with the Sinanju, we have the step up. They went a little farther this time. Instead of 7 steps, we have a 10th step to get full frontal's mask. Now, overall, you are guaranteed 3 2-star mobile suits and 3 3-star. I wish this was on top of the 10. Like you were guaranteed an extra 6 suits. That would be cool. Other than that, this is just a decently lucky roll. Step number 9. 2 2-stars, 2 3-stars. That's it. You're guaranteed that. It's, again, if it was on top, it would be really cool. That's 195 tokens. That's insane. Then we have, just going from there to there, we're at 210. then another 60 on that, 270 tokens to get here. Now, I'm all about the swag, but not that much. But anyway, you know, the drip is cool until it's not. The custom part is actually really cool. Heavy armor is really nice. It gives you bonus to all of your resistances. I believe it's 1 to start off with, and then at level 3 it goes up to 10 max, and so it should be 10. I don't know if it's every level after 1, so you have to have a level 4, and then you're at 10. It's either level 3 you get 10, or it's level 4 you got 10. But either way, it'll be 10 in all res. I don't know the part slots on this yet. I haven't seen any screenshots. If anybody knows, please let us know in the comments down below, because that could be a really cool part. This one is definitely pretty nice. And actually, never mind, I found one. 543. Not that bad considering for supports. It's good because you don't care about your close range as much, and you typically have 5 to give up. For everybody has pretty much 3 long range that they could possibly throw that in. And yeah, for very good medium kind of part there. I like it. Yeah, it doesn't intrude on the long range stuff. So for once, we've gotten a part that's pretty balanced for... Actually, is this way better than the Saikamu frame as far as defense too? This thing's actually insane now that I think about it. But yeah, for higher level suits trying to get in there for defense, might be something to look at, especially some of these older tankier suits. And one I'm specifically looking at is the GOG would easily take advantage of this. Unless it doesn't have enough slots to also use the like melee program 5. Maybe not then. I don't know. I mean, honestly, it would probably do very well for the level 4. But anyway, that is that. I don't really like these extra 3 steps. If these suits were on top of the 10, so you got 12 suits here, then you had 14 suits here, and then you had 16 suits here, or 16 boxes, then awesome. But the rest of it, just to guarantee 1 and 1, and then guarantee 2 and 2, and then 3 and 3 at that point, kind of sucks. I'm just saying. But yeah, half off for the first step. Tried it, didn't get anything myself. I definitely don't have enough tokens after getting the Kshatriya to get to the Sinanju. So we might do 1 or 2 more singles for the Sinanju before the weekends. But I'm definitely going to save and try to have enough tokens for the Unicorn. And probably the Banshee is what I'm assuming is going to be the raid. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think the raid's going to be. And do you think we're going to be getting another support? And what would that be? Other than that, though, there's the heavy armor part right here. Increases ballistics, melee, and beam resist by 1. Adds an additional 3 per unit level. So it should cap out at 3, being 10 to each defense. And that's what the full frontal mask looks like. Pretty cool. Again, not worth 260 tokens. Or was that 270 tokens? Yeah, 270 tokens. That's kind of insane. But anyway, moving on though. We have the actual 10th anniversary itself. One of those being the step up. So we already talked about that. So this is the 10th series anniversary for Battle Operation itself. We should have the Battle Operation 2 anniversary starting on the 28th-ish. Because that is that Thursday. And we're getting 28 boxes. So up until the day before, I believe. Or actually, no, this will end on the 27th, so that would be the 28th in Japan, I guess. I think. Anyway. So, 28 boxes, 1 box a day, and they're guaranteed to be 2-star or higher. The problem is with this is I believe it's 2-star of every suit that exists, but that still shaves off a bunch of 1-stars. So, not bad. You're at least guaranteed 6 recycle tickets if you already have the suit. So that's pretty cool. Make sure you log in at least to get that box every day. If you happen to not be able to get the tokens or whatever. Then we talked about the Sinanju. 70% off 31 tokens. So, that's funny. But yeah, it's going to be significantly cheaper. And we get this bonus as well. I think it's like $10 or whatever, or it's either $8 or $10, I think is what ours is. So there's that. Then we have the Char's Gelgoog. It has 2 melee weapons is the big deal here, and just a grenade. So you have a grenade, you have the Gelgoog beam rifle, which kind of sucks considering the... I mean, they really should buff that. Just saying, they buffed the Gundams. Why not this? I mean, I guess that's more suits that it'll affect, but yeah. 31 tokens, though, if you buy it, mainly it has the Gan downswing. And someone told me that apparently it has the Gan downswing with just a single beam on because of one of the games. But yeah, I can't remember now. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So they gave it that downswing, so it has 2 melee weapons. You can do, I think it's 3 swings with the Naginata, and then you just do the downswing. I don't know if you got 1, or you can just do 1, 2, 3 as well. But it at very least has the Gan downswing. If you can do 3 hits and then do the Gan 3 hits, that's actually insane. If anybody has gotten it, let me know if you can actually do 3 hits with the Gan. If you can only do 1, that would make sense, because that would be insanely disgusting if it could do all 3 at the same time. That's a ton of damage. But might be what it needs, because that Gelgoog beam rifle, kind of oof. We do have these skills here. I can go over that. EX boost, assault boost, high performance balancer, maneuver armor, force injector, flight control level 2. Shield break mastery, which is nice. Special emergency. Why is it so small? I think that's a dodge roll. I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with yes. That's a dodge roll. Maybe not. But I'm pretty sure it has one. Special foot cushion. Yeah, surely it has a dodge roll. That 450 cost. And you can do the EX boost where you turn the touchpad on, and it has that skill, which is the Stark Jigen skill. 17,000 health, 10, 18, 20 for defenses, 25 and 28, pretty well rounded actually for its damage. Speed 130 and top speed 210. 65 thrusters, so definitely doing decent there. 13, 13, and 6 for the part slots. Not too bad. Overall, the grenade does okay damage at 1,250. Then we have 2.5 second cooldown on that. That's not bad. 2,600 damage on its single saber. And I can't find a screenshot for the Naginata, but should be okay at the very least. And the shield is on the back. So, doesn't look too bad, but doesn't look too crazy. If you're a raid main and you really want this, I think there's better out there. The trainer is insane, and if you've already got that, you definitely don't need to buy this. But if you want Char's Gelgoog, they finally put it in. Took way too long, but it's finally in the game. There you go. And I'm sure you've seen all the stuff hanging around base camp. So there is that. Supply drop, mobile suit request, campaign coming soon. You can vote on your favorite mobile suits and the chance to get them as a supply drop bonus. To get the mobile suits they have requested as an extra. This will be your chance to get the mobile suit that you've always wanted. Yeah, I'm curious about this. I don't know if this is like they're giving out... I didn't understand this one actually. And on the English side of the site, it wasn't there. So we'll actually bring that up here in a second. Actually, why not? We're here at this section. Let's bring it up now. Let's try to be quick about it, though. But, yeah, so apparently you can go to... Oh, wait. Maybe it was there on the bottom. Okay, well, here's this. Because I know I brought this up and it wasn't here. So, I don't know if you can actually... Winners will be notified via a direct message on Twitter. This winning notification. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is only on... Maybe? I don't know. We might have to check. If you unfollow the official Twitter account on BattleOp 2... I don't know. We might have to try to get confirmation of this. I'll try to get some confirmation if I can, and I will either, as soon as I know, I'll pin a comment below if I could find anything out about this. But yeah, I'm really curious if we're getting a chance at suits on the NA side. So, really curious there on that one. But anyway, moving on. We have the T-shirt 10. That's there. We've already covered the free boxes. And, okay, here we go. Back into it. So, 10th anniversary campaign. We'll go over that buffs and nerfs later. They added a mark showing that, I mean, we already talked about this in the special update video, and I didn't see, oh, wait, we did it. No, there it is. We did it. Is there? Oh, I was blind yesterday and the day before. Okay, cool. Rip. But we did it. Is there, guys. It is there. Okay, that's funny. Stark Jigen prototype is the first one. Man, I kind of want that. But yeah, that's way too many tokens to get that in the first section of the month. Double Zeta and the Gazon is the, and that's Double Zeta level 2, is the 2 suits you can get later on. Gazon being the potentially free one if you get enough tickets and stuff from these boxes and whatnot. So it should be pretty easy as long as you're getting every box, because that's probably going to be, especially if you've played long enough, 6 tickets a day. Yakushiki, Hamahama, and Gelgook Vertex hitting the ticket shop with the Vertex level 1 and 2. That's really nice. It's your chance to get it. Go check it out. And I think I messed up again seeing the Zommel in there last night. I wonder if it's in there now. Oops. Double oops, guys. But anyway. C1, level 1 and 2, has been added to the DP store. Huge support. Definitely can recommend. Still great to this day. Definitely check this one out. Everything else is kind of meh for the level and stuff. But, you know, it's DP stock, DP store, so there you go. Then in the clan ranked, we have, I'm going to go for this one. Did I click the right one? Yes, I did. 700 5v5 basic on the 2nd. So yeah, this Saturday. It's going to be a morning one. Then the one after that is going to be a late night one. But that is still top 3, 650. Curious. What do you guys think the 650 suit is going to be next week? And then after that, who knows? Because I doubt they're going to come out with a 350. But yeah, top 3 for the first 3 clan ranks. So these 3 clan ranks are going to be top 3 up till the 16th. So whatever the next day is after the 16th is going to be when it expands to the top 10. Really cool shield though. Very good on theme with this one for the top 100 teams. Definitely something to maybe try to go for. Overall though, it seems to have missiles and just the sub-rock gun for the Zaku Mariner. We'll have to check this out on a later video. Maybe next week or the week after. Hopefully we have some kind of footage of it. I will try to have that when that happens. But from what we've seen of all the other sub-rock guns, if this has the 8 shots and then missiles, and it's a support, by the way. Wait, why does it say general? What? 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 Hang on. Support. Okay, that's gotta be a typo, dude. Surely that's a typo. Anyway, this says support. Point being though, we have missiles and the sub-rock, so at the very least you should be able to shoot a lot of stuff, and hopefully it's the 8-shot one and still has the same build-up and everything else, and you can defend yourself against raids and everybody actually with this. This could be a very, very insane support, especially what we've been needing for underwater. 400 cost based. So yeah, cool. I'm definitely interested in picking that one up as a support main. Other than that, I didn't see anything too crazy here. If anybody saw any bugs that they fixed that was crazy, please let me know in the comments down below. But let's get into the buffs and nerfs. This one I know has already been long enough. So quickly, there was nothing too crazy here that they changed that wasn't expected. Really nice to see the Rigazi going down in numbers. Actually went down more than I thought it would, to be honest. Other than that, we have Zeta Plus A1 getting some good numbers there. Still a little bit under, but at its base cost, looks good. Try it out. It's definitely a whole lot of fun to play now. Tetra still needs some love at its base cost. Well, still needs some love across the board for damage, just saying. And then the Nemo 3 looking pretty good. Gallus K. Full Armor 7. Still needs work. Still needs lots of work. So buff it. But anyway. Now, in this month's, we have the GM Sniper 2 White Dingo. They're back at it. And what I think is a buff, but I kind of liked where they were going. If they would have done something with that, it would have been cool. But here's what they did. High speed movement has went up by 10 observational data links, so it's essentially a support now for skills. Heat rate has went to 50% from 55. I will say for the White Dingo players out there, this could be a suit you could use if you were, say, playing the underground base where there's a lot of raids normally. You essentially cover the support role with this, and you counter the thing that most people are picking. I like this kind of direction with these more support-looking suits. I think it would be kind of cool if they do that with some of them. Like, you know, the full armor would be kind of cool. The ground type. Just saying. Now that it's kind of gotten power creeped a little bit and supports are doing more damage, it would be nice to see an alternative for support players. That way, on maps that are heavily raid focused, it's just like, yeah, I'm going to die horribly over and over again, and I'm kind of bait, but I'm needed for the team kind of feeling. Would be really nice if you had an alternative. And some of these that are having this observational data link, really nice. Just saying. Other than that, the change to the weapon, they just removed the rigidity time so you can shoot and go faster now. I don't know. I'm not exactly sold with that fix, but it is something. I'm curious how close to an instant shot and move it feels, but we'll see. I think that's kind of more, at least, I don't know, you still have to stand still to charge. I'm really curious about that, but we'll see what happens. Okay, moving on. The Stamen getting a buff. Pretty nice. Mainly the health going up by 1,000. Other than that, we have a special back buffer going up to level 2 from level 1 and up. Then we have melee compensation, which is either melee damage or defense, going from 40 to 45. That's level 3 and 4. Level 3 is also gaining 75 thruster from 70. This is, all these are for 3 and 4. Then you have the special leg buffer 1 going to 3, and reaction booster program going from 1 to 4. Wait, no. Oh, it has just been added at level 1. Other than that, we have the thruster output increase level 1, which I believe... Actually, I can't remember what that one is. I think it just is better thrust at level 3 and 4. Cooldown time for the beam rifle has went from... this is the sub-weapon one that you can fire multiple times. 1.5 seconds to 1 second. That way you can get some more damage out. This affects all levels. And the shield power base has went from 2,500 to 4,500, bringing it in line with what makes a little more sense, which is really nice. Not the craziest buffs, but definitely going to help its damage a bit with the shots that it can throw out. I still don't know if it's gotten too power creep for what it needs. Maybe the shield and the health will actually give it some decent survivability. Other than that, the Agzaku gaining a lot of skills. They're on the screen. I'm not going to read them off because a lot of it's mainly long range part slots, or sorry, a lot of part slots rather. Mainly it's just long range, close range, and medium part slots depending on the level. Mainly level 1 is getting long from 4 to 6, but that's about it. Melee compensation is increased from 15 to 18. I'm going to go ahead and say compensation is the damage now. So used to reading it in the Japanese translation, for some reason the compensation word is getting me right now. Power going from... Actually, no, that could be... I think that's defense. Melee... I'm going to have to say that's defense, though. Unless it really had that low melee. Yeah, maybe it's damage. Maybe it's damage. Either way, though, 15 to 18, pretty nice. Easier to obtain damage done. Melee compensation. Okay, no, that is damage. Okay, cool. Power went up from its beam saber from only by 50. Not that crazy, but I guess I'll take it. It needs more than that. I don't know. It's kind of odd, but yeah, it definitely needs more than that. Barzam, pretty much getting kind of the same treatment. Resistance is going up for ballistic. Okay, it'll say resistance actually after it. So both of the ranged resistances going up by 4, going to 23, and the special leg buffer has been added to it. I mean, it definitely needed the buffer. I mean, this thing is easy. Like, if you're a support, you blow this thing's legs out in 2 seconds. And maybe that's really what this is to help against, because as a support, I decimate the Barzam's legs in like no time. It's crazy how fast you can do that. Damage, though, looking good, actually. Good job. I'm actually kind of surprised there. So maybe this will actually bring it in line then, in that case. Since it's got good damage, that might have been all it needed. The Gelgoog itself, I'm assuming this is kind of in line with the buffs that or just for the Char's Gelgoog coming out. Speed went from 125 to 130. That thruster 57 to 60, or that's turn speed 57 to 60. And then part slots went from 9 to 11, then 11 to 13, and 4 to 6. That's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy there, but I'll take it. Looks like it needs a lot more considering its win rate and rival win rate. Gm3 Close Combat actually getting a buff. This is a pretty big deal. 1,500 health. We got the range damage going up by 4. And we got the melee resistance going up by 6. So that's pretty nice. Thruster going from 60 to 65. And the assault booster going from level 1 to level 2. Not too crazy there with those two. But, you know, thruster is kind of nice on a raid specifically. I guess it's dying a little bit more, so that makes sense. So that's pretty nice that they're helping it out there with having more deaths than average. Hopefully this helps it out. Definitely seems like it needs it a little bit on the win rate percentage. Damage looks good. I mean, that's what heavy attacks do, right? Hammurabi getting the wing cushion level 2 to level 3. That's really nice. Level 3 is gaining thrusters and thruster output. And level 3 is also gaining beam saber damage. And every consecutive hit will have less of a penalty now. Looks like that'll be kind of nice at other levels. Honestly, I think other levels needed some more help than that too. So that's a little odd. Definitely level 3 needed a lot more. It's also getting some extra damage, and this is kind of, I guess, the biggest damage increase. 40 to 50, 400 rather, to 450 on the back beam rifle ×2 weapon, which is actually an insane damage increase. Yeah, that's actually big. That's huge. Let's see. Thruster going up as well there, and unit thruster, maneuver turn speed going from 51 to 63, and then thruster going from 75 to 80 for level 3, and that's, well, the same thing. Yeah, transform gets the same stuff, pretty much. And some more damage. I guess that's really the big damage increase right there. They want you to transform and shoot more. I'll take it. Fazz getting a buff. Ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty huge. Damage control level 1 has been given to it. If they gave it level 2, it would be actually insane and pretty disgusting, but that is big. Thruster has been increased from 55 to 60, and the large shoulder weaponry special cushion went from level 1 to level 2, and then the actual weaponry, the big one, the big part of it, the gun, I think, is level 3 now, blocking even more damage. This is pretty huge. With the damage control, this is really nice. The main issue of the Fazz is that it can be stunned through build-up stun. So this will be a good defense, kind of bring it in line. There's been a lot of build-up stuns that have been added, especially to raids, so that they could easily bully this thing. So yeah, might be checking out some Fazz play here coming soon. Level 2 power, going up for damage with the beam rifle and hyper mega cannon, going from 25 to 18 seconds. Still, I think it's a little too much to use consistently, but at the beginning of the match, hell yeah, if you've got a good spot to plant. And when wipes occur, this might be a cool suit to use for team games, because 18 seconds is pretty much a suit spawning in, especially at those higher costs. It might be a thing at 650, even 600, that you can go ahead and start charging if there's a wipe of a full team, and it has been pretty recently that everybody died, or, you know, enough people to where you would think an enemy team would wait. So that's pretty good. Ace matches, that's going to be huge. You definitely have people waiting about 18 seconds, so that's big. This makes it possible that you can actually do this right here. Since the usage rate of it was low, they decided to lower it. Thank goodness. So yeah, I'm going to actually try it now. Pretty good. Probably not at 700 though. I mean, mainly because I just got something that's bigger. Funny how big the Kshatriya is. It can actually headbat this thing. The Rikdija. Yeah, I knew it still needed buffs, and so they're giving it more buffs. And I still think it needs more buffs. But, not too bad. The grenade launcher times 4, pretty good. 400 to 500 damage here. That's a pretty good damage increase. Heat rate shortened to 60% from 70% on the Hyper Mega Launcher. And the Performance Balancer has been added, and Force Injector has been added so that you can melee combo with it, which is a big deal. Thank you. I still think it needs a little bit more, but anyway, I'll take having some more damage so people can play that suit. The MLRS, getting something pretty cool here. Definitely going to have to try it again for level 3 and 4. The ranged attack damage went up by 5%. The unit speed has went up from 115 to 120. The thrusters, and this is level 3 and level 4. Now, this is all levels 55 to 65. Level 4, HP increased by 1,500. That's kind of cool. Definitely needs that, especially with heavy attacks that will definitely one-shot you. Reload time has been decreased to 10 seconds from 12. And the actual vertical launcher has gained 100 damage per missile and reduced the stiffness time, your rigidity time, after using the weapon. I'm definitely going to have to try this again. That's some buffs even to the base. So damage increases. So damage should go up even at low levels. I am honestly kind of surprised to see these lower numbers. I wonder if it's just the usage went down, or if it is because everything, especially 550 and up, has a ton of build-up stun, and that's what the shield mainly prevented, was instant stuns. So now that build-up stun is kind of the norm on something, when you see this suit, you can just do a build-up stun and then start meleeing it. Even though you're, probably hitting the shield with melee, a lot of people have probably learned to hit around it, or even if not, having build-up stuns hit you so fast kind of feels bad. But anyway, I was kind of curious to see if they might come out with a big shield skill that, pretty much exactly what the buffer cushion does on the Kshatriya. Only for shields that are this huge. And there's very few suits that would apply to, but it would be kind of cool to see. That would also make the Mark V, a raid, get kind of a buff at the same time. And also the other giant shield raids as well. Who knows, maybe it might bring the Doulahan back a little too strong. But yeah, guys, that is the buffs and nerfs. Mainly just buffs this time, no nerfs this time. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about everything. I will try to have timestamps. Can't promise anything. But yeah, we'll be doing the podcast this Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. But anyway, guys, that'll be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about anything and everything in this. Did you get the Sinanju and all that stuff? Blah, 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 stuff and things. But anyway, guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Peace!